Welcome grade 12 students to a presentation to support the course selection process for the 2021-2022 school year for students planning on returning to Thornhill next year. We will also provide students applying to post-secondary a few reminders. Please note we will be sharing this presentation with you in your grade-specific Google Classroom for your review and reference. Welcome virtual and in-school TSS students. If you haven't had an opportunity to book a virtual appointment with your guidance counselor, we would encourage you to do so. Please note your Semester 1 Alpha counselor on the screen. The Guidance Alpha is based on the first initial of your last name. Guidance is available for virtual appointments only at this time. TSS Guidance is supporting both students in secondary virtual school and those attending TSS in person. Once you have booked an appointment, Guidance will phone you at your home number at the time of your appointment. Please review this screen for information on how to make a virtual guidance appointment using Teach Assist. We will now be reviewing your individual pathway plan found in your My Pathway Planner as a resource tool. We will also provide information around course option selection for 2021-2022 for students planning to return and how to let guidance know what your plan is for next year. We will be reviewing some reminders for our grade 12s that are applying to post-secondary. As grade 12 students, you are most likely planning for your initial post-secondary pathway and program, or you may have already applied. If you haven't decided on a program yet, My Pathway Planner is a great tool to support you in this research process. You can access, activate, and sign in to your My Pathway Planner from the WiredSB homepage or the Thornhill Secondary School homepage. You log into My Pathway Planner using your GAPS login account information. It's the same username and password that you would use for GAPS. This is what your student home account looks like. Remember that there are lots of resources to support you in determining your pathway and next steps, including self-assessment activities, planning and reviewing your high school years, learning about colleges, universities, and apprenticeships, building your resume and cover letter, and even planning your finances. Are you returning or not returning for grade 12? Please click on high school on the left nav as shown on the screen to show us what your plan is for next year. Once in your high school plan page, you will find current information about your courses, marks, community hours, and literacy requirement. You can also explore all the courses if you are returning next year. As well, once you have planned your 30 courses for graduation, please pay special attention to the Pathway Eligibility function, underlined in red on the screen. You can use this function to identify post-secondary pathway programs that you are eligible to apply for based on the courses you have selected to take in high school. If you know you are not returning next year, please click on the Not Returning Next Year to let us know. This feature will become available once course selection options open for all students in February. You will be asked to indicate your post-secondary destination, then confirm. If you are returning for another year or semester, click Add Year to select courses and choose your courses for an additional next year or semester. As a returning grade 12 student, you must select between 6 and 8 courses. Students must have earned 24 credits or more by September 2021 to be eligible for a spare in grade 12. Students must have a minimum of 3 courses in day school per semester if they have earned 24 or more credits. As well, if returning next year, please be aware of the 34 credit threshold and check in with guidance to see if this impacts the number of courses you will pick. To review, grade 12 students, if you are returning next year, please note that you must have at least 3 courses per semester to maintain full-time status. If you are registered in more courses outside of TSS, We will transfer your OSR and you will not be able to receive your diploma from TSS. As well, please note the 34 credit threshold set by the Ministry of Education. Does the 34 credit threshold apply to you? Please speak to your Alpha Guidance Counselor by booking a virtual appointment if you believe you may go over 34 credits if you are planning to stay for an additional year. The 34 credit threshold doesn't apply to ESL students or ESL credits earned by students, and it also doesn't apply to students with an IEP. Watch for alerts. You will receive 3 red warnings if you are trying to submit your courses and there are errors in your submission. Have a question? Please book a virtual appointment with your Alpha counselor. Reviewing your courses. If you are planning on taking summer school for a course, please don't select that course for day school. Instead, leave us a note on this page. Let us know what course you are planning to take in summer school or outside York Region so we can approve your course selection. For example, grade 12 English is a compulsory course in grade 12. If you are not planning on taking that course in day school next year, you will need to leave us a note explaining where and when you are planning to take this compulsory credit. It's important and helpful so that we can track your graduation requirements. You can submit your selections starting on February 16th at 9 a.m. They are due by February 24th at 4 p.m. Please note, once they are submitted, you cannot make a change. There will be additional information coming in February to remind and support you in the course selection process. Please ensure that you submit your course selections by February 24th. My Pathway Planner is a great research tool for exploring post-secondary pathways and programs. Students can also use ontariocolleges.ca to explore Ontario colleges and programs, and ontariouniversitiesinfo.ca to explore Ontario universities and programs. Please take note of the reminders around applying to college. February 1st is the equal consideration date for Ontario colleges. Students applying to a college are encouraged to apply prior to February 1st for a start date of September 2021. Competitive programs may fill up quickly. Please don't miss the February 1st date. If you have questions, please follow up with your Alpha Guidance Counselor. Applying to university? Note that students received an email in their GAPS account with application information at the end of October. Ensure that you apply to university prior to January 15th. Check your programs for any additional admission criteria and ensure you are meeting the deadlines with each school. As well, schools may require you to create a portal account or school account with them. Please ensure that you create an account and that you are checking it for updates and information. A reminder to grade 12 students applying to university. January 15th, 2021 is the deadline to submit your completed application to the Ontario University Application Centre. Application information was shared with you in September. It was also shared in the weekly school bulletin, and a copy of the presentation is also available on the Google Grade Classroom. Please note, graduating grade 12 students require a minimum of 20 hours of community involvement to earn an OSSD. Don't leave your hours to the last minute. You can find some virtual volunteer opportunities in your Google Grade Classroom. Volunteer forms can be picked up in guidance, or a form can be found with a virtual volunteer info in your Google Grade Classroom. Another very helpful website is ontransfer.ca. Use this site to help explore how to plan a move from one post-secondary school to another. For example, transferring to a university after successfully completing a diploma program at an Ontario college. If you have questions, make sure to book an appointment with your Semester 1 Alpha Guidance Counselor on the screen. Guidance Alpha is based on the first initial of your last name. Please book a virtual appointment online using Teach Assist. Keep an eye on your Google Grade Classroom for updates and new information, including mental health resources and school news. Thank you for listening and good luck with all of your planning.